What up, y'all? So, I've been meaning to make a video for the past couple days, and so here it is. So, I've been following a certain country music rapper for quite a while who is quite famous. I'm not going to say his name because I don't need to clout chase or nut swing, but I don't listen to his music all the time. I listen to it from time to time. I don't like all of it, but I like some of it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, the dude is quite talented on pushing his product, and he is quite talented at what he does. And he's also reinvented the game. He's self-made, right? And I'm thinking about the state of the world and our energy and where it's going, okay? And I've realized something that's from listening to his videos. Not only that, but in comparison to things in my other life, and just being able to look at things objectively and realize that things are not necessarily what they seem these days. And the other day it got me so befuddled that I was like, okay, is anything that's being presented to us even real? Is reality even real at this point? And I've always had a belief that demons and lesser entities, they like to latch on to higher entities, and they'll do things that cause anger, frustration, sadness, and grief. Okay? And the reason they will do these things is because they feed off of those lower vibrational energies. And what they'll try to do is they'll try to knock you down a pole. Given that train of thought, and if you think about human evolution and what we're doing as a species, something that this country rapper said a while back is that it seems like the ones that are on a path of ascension are learning more, they're gathering more. Jeez, my hair's a mess. They're gathering more, and they're becoming more a refined version of themselves, in essence. And the ones that are here passing on stupid messages have doubled down on that, and they've doubled down on their stupidity. And I realized a while back, after they took away my Facebook account and I got a different social media account on X, that there are people, we need to be careful who we follow, okay? Because there are people that will sit there and they say they're part of all these good causes and stuff, but really they're not. What they're meant to do is they're meant to sit there, they get in the middle of the cause, and they'll dismantle it, okay, by their actions. They're there to corrupt it, okay? That's how they infiltrate. That's how these motherfuckers have been able to infiltrate all the institutions of government, religion, and everything that's gone fucking wonky lately. That's why you've got fucking rainbow wearing pastures these days. And you've got like just all this fucking people like Wes Watson stating that they're there to make men better, but really they're just there to swindle men out of their hard earned money and call them losers. Because they act like they're part of something that they're really not part of. They're actually there to dismantle it. Okay? Andrew Tate's another one. I don't give a fuck. I mean, yeah, I got on the board with the whole, like, keeping men masculine and men doing great things and being a man isn't a bad thing, because it's not. And there are institutions that have been put in place that are there to dismantle us and to take away our strength and what we work hard for as men, and that are there to try to make it seem like our masculinity is a bad thing, when in fact we're the ones that, like Jordan Peterson said, we are the ones that are there keeping society in place. We are the ones keeping this impossible infrastructure going, right? Why would they want to fucking destroy that to begin with? Because they want the infrastructure to crumble. That way we're reliant upon them. And you got to be careful, because there'll be people that'll act like they're against that, but they're not. They're actually there to dismantle it. Like this whole thing where Tate says he's pro-masculinity and all this bullshit, and then you find out that he owned a casino and was actually employing the Czechoslovakian mafia. No, brother. You're part of the corruption. Like, people like Wes Watson out there barking at people. Fucking ripping people out of their money instead of actually helping them in a fucking constructive way. Acting like barking at people is gonna fucking do something for people. You're part of the problem. Like, you're the one that gives these institutions bad names. Like, so, and it really fucking hit me the other day. I was on X, and I seen, so there's that part of it, right? There's the part where there's snakes or wolves in sheep's clothing that are put in place to act like they're part of the solution to the problem, that they're there to give they're there to give whatever a backbone, but in reality, they're there to dismantle it and to give it a bad name. They're there to exploit it and use it for personal gain. Because that's what these fuckheads do. They feed what they do. It's like throwing a monkey wrench in the spokes of your fucking bicycle, and then acting like they're trying to help you fix it. No, like, so you got to watch out for shit like that. Be careful who you follow and who you listen to, and really start questioning what's real around you. Another thing that got me is, like, I became part of the platform X, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. We're not being bullshitted, da 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 da. And then I started realizing, time after time after time, I log into this fucking website, and there's just miles and miles of this fucking shit of where people are being racist against white people. People, the illegal immigrants are fucking destroying most of the world, corruption against children, pedophilia, and shit that, granted, no doubt, is happening. But I noticed myself getting angry at it. And I'm thinking, anger is a lesser emotion. What the fuck is feeding off of this anger right now? And why are they showing so much of this almost on repeat? Like, I don't give a fuck. There's not that many creators out there just reposting shit that are unoriginal ideas. On a real fucking note, I think most of that shit is still bot infested. I don't agree with the pedophile bullshit on the fucking left. I do agree with most of the stuff they're speaking out against, but at the same time, I think they fucking sat there and they've made this fucking landscape to make it seem like it's a majority to frustrate people when it's really not. Like, I think that we are on a right track because there are a lot of people waking up to the fact of the corruption and the things what's going on. And it would be nice if people focused more on solutions instead of just on the problem itself. Because if all you see is problem, that becomes overwhelming to people and they don't see the solutions. Like, at this point, everybody just wants to burn it the fuck down because nobody sees a solution in sight. But what if it's really not that way? What if there is corruption? A lot of it's been infiltrated into many different systems, and these people are involved in your day-to-day life. Yeah, they're there, but the problems aren't prevalent as they would like to believe, as you would like to believe. Maybe that's being presented to you so lower energy beings can feed off of your frustration and your energy. Maybe I'm crazy, but it really fucking hit me the other day when there was this dude sitting there saying we need to fucking do a racial fucking societal cleansing and kill all white women, children, men, women, and children. That was one. Another one that just hit me, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, these are all low energy motherfuckers that have come together And they're trying to make this problem seem like it's so much bigger than it is, so they can bring the ones that are actually in the process of ascension back down. And that is this. There was this lady that was saying being on time's racist because white people always on time to be racist. I want you to think of what kind of fucking logical fallacy it would take to believe some bullshit like that. Granted, there are a lot of fucking narcissistic fucking people that will just believe this shit or act like they believe it to make themselves look better. Because it's the end thing to do. But those are low level people as well. So I have a proposal. Like, I haven't been getting on the internet as much. I haven't been getting on social media as much. I've been practicing just doing things to personally help me grow. Be wary of what you listen to. If it's somebody that, or a social media site or anything that's making it seem like these are all consuming problems and there's a never ends, there's never an end to these fucking problems, you have to question why, what the fuck they're getting out of it. And then you have to remember that fucking demons, low vibrational things, feed off of fear, anger, frustration, and they will throw monkey wrenches in your fucking way just to watch you stumble. Another thing, be wary of people around you. These people are around, the low-level people are fucking everywhere. And the most dangerous ones are the ones that don't know what they are. They're the most destructive and chaotic out of all of them. Because they don't know what they're doing, right? But in the end of it all, don't become so enamored in other people's bullshit that you forget your goal and what you are here for. You're here to become a stronger being, to learn, to help others ascend with you, to give information back and forth, to be put through the fire and refined, just like any sword. We're here to become sharper and to become a pure, more concentrated energy form. And by doing so, we ascend and we become a higher part of the cosmos, whether you want to call that angelic or whatever have you. Keep an eye out for wolves in sheep's clothing as well. Because there are people that say they're part of the solution and they're there sticking up for men's rights and white people's rights and all this shit, who aren't. Because you realize after watching them long enough, their actions don't match up with the message they're preaching. And then you realize these motherfuckers are actually profiting off of this. And every once in a while, they'll do something that's just off enough that it gives the whole front a bad name. And I think it's very intentional. The fucking Andrew Tates of the world sitting there puffing on cigars. Oh man, it's all part of the Matrix, and acting like he's the most intelligent fucking motherfucker because he can sit there and scam people on Bitcoin and because he owns casinos and gambles at these casinos, and he employs the Czech mob as his fucking henchmen at these casinos. Yeah, you've got people like Wes Watson sitting there acting like they're there for men's self-improvement when they're not. They're just there to fucking bark and act stupid and scam people out of money. And to act like a chauvinistic fucking dickhead. Do I think that fucking men's rights is a bad front or anything like that? No. But what I do think is that there are people there that are set there to dismantle. And if they can make money while they're fucking shit up, why wouldn't they? So just be careful. Be wary of shit like that, man. Look with your eyes and realize it's more than just looking, seeing, hearing, touching. Sometimes it's about feeling. If you can look at somebody long enough, eventually they'll expose themselves for exactly what the fuck they are. And at that point, there's no going back because you've been exposed, brother. Everybody sees your bullshit. Me, I'm one of the ones that's gifted enough that when I look at somebody long enough, I will eventually see you and your game for exactly what the fuck it is. But I think that's what I got for today. Much love, folks. Yeah.